first one on. It can't be me. Hello. Hi. Anybody there? Knock, knock. Oh, Peggy's watching. I thought Peggy wasn't going to be watching. Can they see? No, we can't see the edge of the pole, Michael. No. If you want to go up at the ceiling, they probably can see there. Why don't you just put a hole? We'll just put your face right here. Okay, let's not hurt the cat face. Say hi.
I said hi. Hi.
All right, we're just giving it a few minutes to let some more people get on. Oh, Janet, you made it in time. Hey, Carol, we put your package in the mail today. We can mail you another one tomorrow if you like. Linda is laughing in the background. Hi, Ann. Hi, Vanette. Hi, Cindy. Say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Say hi if you're out there. Mm-mm. Brody got a new dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he told me.
That's what he told you? You're not sure?
Well, I believe it. I'm a little suspicious.
You're a little suspicious? Yeah, you have new rabbits.
Yeah.
You want to talk about your rabbits while people are joining?
Okay. So we had two rabbits, the two baby and the mother just roaming around by the nest kind of.
Here at Poppy's?
No, at my house.
Oh, at your house. Where at your house?
Backyard. Oh, wait, what?
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 Oh my goodness. And tell them about when you found them. Found them on Sunday? I think it was Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know, the days kind of run together. But their eyes weren't open yet, and then that day they started opening their eyes. So we think they're about 3 weeks old, according to research. They're just those little bunnies that you see all over your neighborhood. But Mom decided to nest in our backyard with our dog. That's really smart, Mom.
But he put it on the dog side, which was stupid.
Yeah, but only when they got bigger. Yeah, we've had to manage around the little bunny rabbits until they decide to hop away. Okay, I think we're going to get going. Hi, everyone. I kind of lost. I think there's been a bunch. Oh, no sound. Can everyone hear us? There's no way for me to mute that I know of.
Say hi if you can hear us.
Or yeah, or thumbs up. I'm getting some thumbs up, but I'm getting some with no sound. Okay, so maybe those of you that don't have sound need to turn your own sound on. I'm just saying. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I've got a bunch of can hear me's. Lucky you. All right, good. All right, so I'm just going to take you through real quick what we're going to do today. And then we are going to go through it. Yes, see, I'm going to have a little outline. It's going to be like a little, everything. So first we're going to talk about, mind blown. That's right, Michael. We're going to talk about Michael because I'm a proud mom, and we're going to do that. And then we're going to talk about this beautiful quilt behind us, Cosmos. And then I'm going to introduce our guest speaker. I'm not done talking about you, mister. Our guest speaker, Terry. So we're going to have her on and talk to her about some of the fun stuff she's doing. And then I'm going to talk about our live sale that we're going to have on Sunday and kind of how that is going to work. And then I'm going to talk about our plans to reopen. So we are going to start with Michael and go from there.
We're not saying.
Diane Matthews trying to read lips. Still can't hear. Well, there's a bunch that can, so maybe I don't know what to do about that. So We will be posting this afterwards to YouTube. So if and I'm trying to stand closer than I did last week because I know that was a little bit. So we will post after to YouTube. So if you're having trouble, I really apologize. But hopefully on YouTube, at least you can hear. Plus an email will go out later with any of the fun things we talk about. Well, the first thing I want to say is my little boy is graduating 5th grade.
Yeah. What about Sam?
Sam?
Is there any fun things about Sam?
No fun things about Sam, just you. Okay, the other thing I want to say, I'm very proud of him. He just was promoted to Boy Scouts in December. That is the kind of the timeline that they do that, 5th grade, December, January-ish. And then we just found out Monday he just got awarded, what did you get awarded?
For Scout rank.
He got his Scout rank. So he did the first initial stuff, so that's awesome. He and his dad have been working.
Oh, look, if you cannot hear me.
Yep, Sam's posting some help. So he got that first initial so that now he is actually a Scout. The other really fun thing that happened last week is that in his, is it done? What is it called? What's Bob's Bananas? Yeah, the new group of the younger Scouts. Last week he was voted as
Patrol leader.
He is patrol leader for his group. So that is awesome after just a couple of months to get voted that by his peers. So I'm really proud of him for that. Brody's watching. Oh yeah, Tapestry's there and Brody and Tapestry. Did you get a new dog? Because that's kind of the things that we're hearing, or is Michael's leg being pulled. Hi, Michael from Brody. So
Hello,
say hi.
Brody.
Okay, so that's what I got. Congratulations. We do a little drive around the school tomorrow for his last little drive around the school. Is instead of graduation, of course, because of everything that's going on. But good job, buddy.
Thank
We're
you.
really proud of you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can go now.
Yeah.
He is gone. Gone like the wind. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is Cosmos is here. I'm so excited. We've got Cosmos in. So they've made some comments, but if you'll refresh your page and check your volume, if you're not hearing still, that it should fix it. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Forget I even said that. You're so right. Okay, so Cosmos is in. We have 5 kits left, I believe, at this point. Sam, 5? Yeah, 5. 5 kits. The kits are $150, and they are everything you need for the top and the binding. This is new from Jason Yenter in the beginning. Really beautiful. But the other thing is we have the kits cut, so we know which yardage we have left of the fabric. So we also have the fabric online posted. We posted it earlier today. And so the Cosmos fabric, if you just want a piece or 2 of it, is out there and available for purchase. So very excited, love the colors in this, and it's a pretty simple go-together quilt. It's if you're familiar with the red or the blue dragons, it's the same guy that did those. It's actually pretty much the same pattern. He does do that quite a bit. But what he did this time is he added more fabrics in. So there's a little bit more variety. We had to make 17 cuts, I think it was, for this one. Whereas the dragons, I think there's, like under 10. So just a little bit more color to it. And it's stunning. It's gorgeous. So that is that. And then now I want to introduce someone who has just moved to the area. She's a national teacher. Her name is Terry Lucas. She has a book coming out in July. And so Terry, if you will come over and say hi. So I met her one day in the drive-up.
Hi, everybody.
And in our curbside. And then she said, well, here, go find threads for this. And at some point, maybe we'll see what you did with them, if you're doing something with them. Yeah.
I can tell you, tell you this about that. It'll be at least a year because it's going in somebody else's book.
Oh, okay. So you won't be seeing that anytime soon. No worries, no worries. But so that's how we met, and then we got to talking. We've got a mutual friend, and Laura Francis.
Yes.
Who is one of our Innova. But what Terry does, and Terry does really well from what I've seen, is machine quilting on your domestic machine, which is something that I am very lacking in. And so I just wanted to do like a little interview with Terry while she's here. And so the first thing I want is you to tell us a little about who you are.
Great, thank you. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate you doing this.
Oh, no worries.
Again, I'm Terry Lucas. I am a national quilting teacher. I have worked on a magazine. I teach multiple levels of free machine quilting. My husband and I just moved here from New York. He moved in February, and I moved during Easter week. So right in the middle of all of this craziness, I got to come here. He is working for the Sisters out on Route 29, and I am pursuing teaching and writing and blogging and all of the other things that I get to do.
Awesome. So you have a book coming out?
I do have a book coming out. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. It is called Color, Thread, and Free Motion Quilting, Learn to Stitch with Reckless Abandon. And in this... A little closer, speak up. That I can do. I can be really loud. Okay, so the book is called, I'll just repeat that, Color, Thread, and Free Motion Quilting, Learn to Stitch with Reckless Abandon. The official pub date is July. It's coming out through C&T Publishing. It is available on the website for Michelle.
Yes.
So pre-order it through her.
Yes.
And we're going to make arrangements to do something fun after the book comes out, and it's actually in store. So watch Michelle's website and mine for details on this. In the book, I cover a number of things. I cover really great tips for free motion quilting on your home sewing machine. I talk about thread and needle pairing and your tension on your machine, which is where so many of us seem to stumble and fall. I can assure you that I learned tension by banging my head on the table where my machine was. And then I talk about color and how we can use it. In the book, there are 6 what I call impractical color wheels. Actually, there's probably more, but I use a lot of the same thread throughout so that you can see how color changes, and it's fickle and it's delightful. And if you stitch, you can use the same color thread in different weights and have something look very, very different.
Awesome.
So it's a great book, if I do say so myself.
So we were talking about this earlier, and I had a conversation with a customer this week about this, but everything, especially when you're quilting, takes practice. How do you practice? Like, what do you do to set yourself up to actually, learn a new technique or do something new?
I have 2 favorite ways of practicing. The first thing I do is fat quarter sandwiches, because fat quarter sandwiches, I can quilt the daylights out of them with whatever I'm trying to learn, and then I can make a really cute tote bag or, some little zippered purse or something along that line. So these things can become really practical. A fat quarter gives me the opportunity to try out things like new to me batting or new to me thread or new to me needles so that I can see how on a bigger project it'll actually work. The other thing that I do, I teach a doodling class. And one of the things that I learned to do a long time ago was doodle with both my right and my left hand, because when I'm sitting at the machine, I'm using both hands in order to do the stitching. So if I doodle with my left, which is my non-dominant, and it's really messy, I don't care, because what I'm developing is the eye-hand coordination to do this.
Yep. That's awesome. There's a lot of that whether you're doing free motion on a domestic or you're doing free motion on a long arm. There's a lot of muscle memory that doodling helps with. So that sounds like that might be a fun class too, or an introduction to into your free motion. So we are going to set up some classes with Terry, further down the road. So I'm very excited about that. And I know that there's some, yes, Bonnie, yes. There are some free motion quilting classes, and not specific to the FOF, but you definitely your beautiful FOF will be welcome here, and we will yes, that is very good, and we are going to be doing that. So watch again, website and emails for as we set those classes up. Okay, so one more thing. I want one more set of tips. How do you choose? Maybe can you do this without it being too bogged down? Thread with needle.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, tell us how you match up your thread, the type of thread you're using with the type of needle that you're using.
Okay, the simplest thing I do with pairing needle and thread is if it's a fine thread, use a fine needle. If it's a heavy thread, use a heavier needle.
Okay, so fine needle is...
Microtex.
Okay, and is it the lower number or the higher number?
The lower number.
Yeah. So the finer the needle, the lower the number.
So one of the things that I have this thing for needles and thread. I realized one day that needles and thread, needle weight and thread, needle size and thread weight run in opposite directions. So if I remember that opposites attract, then I'm golden, because then it's easier to pair. If something's not working quite right, and we're going to do a little camera. Ooh.
Oh, I was trying to stay out of the picture, Sam. Sam is standing on the table right now.
And we're upside down.
I think that was kind of interesting, though.
I sort of like dancing on my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. So if I remember that needle weight and thread weight go in opposite directions, then I can work towards pairing really well. If I'm using a fine thread like a silk or an 80 weight or a 100 weight, a 60 weight, I tend towards Microtex needles because they make a finer hole in my quilt. If I'm using something like the Omni or the King Tut, I use top stitching needles because there's a deeper groove down the shaft, and that accommodates the weight of the thread so that the thread is running right down the needle into the eye. So and when I teach this, I actually have probably about 30 different threads that people can feel. You can feel it, and the needles that they can pair it with.
Yep.
And then I have all kinds of other tips that go with that are great in a classroom setting.
Awesome. Well, I think, thank you so much for being with us today. I'm so excited as we get to know you better and get to have some classes and stuff, and then launch your book in July. So the book is available for pre-order on our website. We carry lots of needles, mostly the Schmetz Chrome needles, which you said you love. I love them. Yes. And I think that's the funniest thing is when people come in, they haven't come in 2 months. When they come by and say, I need a needle for my machine, and I'm like, okay, which needle would you like? I just need a needle. I'm like, no. Okay, well, what are you doing with it? What thread size what type of thread are you using? You'll hear me ask those questions, and that's because you pair it up as you go. The Microtex have been very good for the mass sewing too, because they're sharper and you're going through all those layers and stuff. So we carry all, and we try to know a little bit about a little of it as we go along. So the top stitch with the groove in it, I just learned that earlier this week, and not from you. I don't remember where I learned it from, but I didn't realize longarm needles have that groove in it as well. But I didn't know the top stitch needles do. And yep, there's a reason for everything. We keep learning, and that's what I love about being here. So. Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll talk again soon. We'll have you back on soon too.
All right. Bye everybody, it's nice meeting you.
Okay, so let's move on. I'm sure there's some other, let's talk about some other fun stuff coming. So we are going to do a live sale on Sunday. And a live sale, if none of you have experienced this, is where I actually get on like I am now. And I hold up a product in front of you, and maybe it's discounted, maybe it's not, but I think it's a great product, and I talk about it, and you actually comment like you're commenting now, the highs, the whatever, and you say, I want that. I'm gonna buy it. And it is just I've watched quite a few of these, and it is really hard not to get caught up in them. They're really awesome. So awesome, fun, and so we're gonna do that on Sunday at 2. So Sunday at 2, we're gonna have a live sale for poppies. And we will post the rules for the sale or Sunday around noonish, because there's usually some rules as far as, you know, how to comment and all that, so that we can capture everyone in order that they order it, because it is once it's gone type of thing. So we've got that'll be just a lot of fun to do on our Sunday afternoon. I will do shipping, of course, in the live sales, absolutely. So we'll have that on there as far as what we're doing cost-wise for shipping, etc., on our rules that we'll post on Sunday around noon. So look, because not always on Facebook does it pop into your feed. I will post it also to the Poppy community. If you're in the Poppy community, and that's one of the reasons for the Poppy community too, is because it's a group, a closed group, it'll pop into your feed sooner. So we'll put the live sale instructions there, but the actual live sale will be on the Poppy Quilt and Sew Facebook page. This is not one that will then be saved and uploaded to YouTube, because I can't. So, well, I could, but it doesn't do you really any good. So we'll see how that goes. It's a lot of fun. I've got Cindy Bradford, most of you know her, is going to come in and help me with this, not because she's participated in quite a few, but because I could use some help on someone that has seen some more. Bonnie, Poppy community group. There was a link at one point. Sam, can you post the link to the Poppy community group, please? Okay, so Bonnie, Sam will post it, and you just ask in, and then I just let you in, and then once you're in, and it's all good. And that the feeds there, the purpose for the Poppy community group is really for us to show what we're working on, or you guys are working on. We just, something, but it is a Facebook group, Bonnie. Yes. But it's a group versus a business's page, so it reacts differently in Facebook. There's so much I've learned in the past 2 months. You guys don't even want to be there. So live sale Sunday at 2 Central Time. Rules will be posted at noon Central Time. Okay. And then, all right. So then the last thing, the only reason you guys stayed on this whole time probably is to find out when we're opening. So, after a lot of thought, a lot of discussions with family, a lot of discussions with my staff, a lot of just reading what's going on and what flattening the curve really means, and where it's really going, and am I a little scared to death to open the doors? I am. But we have to move on, and we have to keep going and growing. So we are opening on Friday by appointment only for Friday through Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, appointment only, and we're going to see how that goes. So we will open on Friday by appointment only. We will not begin. I'm just waiting for that phone to ring. Don't ring the phone right now. You will not be able to sign up until tomorrow morning for the appointments on Friday. We will post at 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow morning on our regular on our regular poppyquiltandsew.com page. In the classes section, there will be a way for you to sign up for an appointment at $0 cost. Sam asked me to put $5 on there to fund something for her, but I said no. $0 cost. We are allowing 3 people to come in per half-hour time slot. So if you and your friends want to come in, say at 11 a.m., you need to have 2 time slots. We are only letting 1 person in per each time slot. So by using the classroom functionality on the website, it only allows for It's one spot is one person. It's just like if you were signing up for a class, right? I have a class that's 8 people. I put it out there. Once it hits the 8 people, it won't let anyone else sign up. So if you and your friend want to come together, both of you, both of you need to sign up, or one of you needs to sign up for 2 spots. The website will allow you to do that. Guys, please be kind. Please, like, really think about everyone else too. Please try not to take all the appointments. What I'm hopeful that by running 3 at 11, let's say, and 3 at 11:30, that it will give everybody up to 45 minutes. So that 11 o'clock crew can basically stay till 11:45. Am I going to kick you out at 11:46? I'm never going to do that. But we decided that 5 or 6 customers is what we were comfortable with in this store, to be able to keep social distancing, to have enough employees to help those. And so that's where we did. So there will be 30-minute time. There will be time slots every 30 minutes from 11 a.m. through 2:30 p.m. So we're still running the 11 to 3. I'm not expanding hours. So 11 a.m. to 2:30, there will be, every 30 minutes, there will be time slots. There will be 3 people that can sign up per that. So, and the goal is for you guys not to spend more than 45 minutes in here. So by the time that the 11 o'clock people are finishing up, we are then unlocking the door for the 11:30 people to come in. Masks. So staff will be wearing masks. Customers it is recommended but not required. So I will not turn anyone away that does not have a mask. We will have some masks on hand. If you show up here and you really feel more comfortable shopping with a mask, we will have a few disposable ones that we can hand you one that you can use and take with you. I don't want it back. So I will have that offering. We will absolutely not. This is really, really, like, I'm very sensitive on this. Can you tell? Nobody's allowed to wear gloves. So take your gloves off. You will sanitize as you step in the door. There will be a sanitize station right there with hand sanitizer. If you, for some reason, are allergic to alcohol and hand sanitizer or something like that, you will be allowed to walk directly to the bathroom in the back and wash your hands with soap and water. But one of the two have to happen before you go anywhere. And then while you're in the store, and all of this is going to go out on email later, which will then also be posted to Facebook, so you can click on it and read all of it. But when you are here, we do want to try to maintain that 6 foot of space as much as possible. We have rearranged the shop. Not a huge amount of the fabric moved around, but the cutting tables did. You'll see the cloth machines will be out and present. But that being said, you do not have to come in my store to shop here. We are still doing curbside. Yes, absolutely. We are doing it. We are staffing for it. We are, just be patient with us. We don't know what this is going to look like, and that's why we're putting it out there for a few days. I hope to transition this into more of just an open to 11 to 3, but I want to get these few days under our belts. It is going to be different. It's going to be learning. I mean, just like we learned something new on the Facebook Live today, we're tweaking it every time we're doing it. There's still plenty of learning to be done, but we do ask to try to keep 6 foot of distance. There'll be some markers on the floor to kind of give you an idea where 6 feet is. I think that's all. So again, I'm going to send an email later today. It'll have rules for the shopping. It'll tell you how to specifically go and get an appointment. We will take, if you're not able to do an appointment on the web for whatever reason, We will start taking phone calls at 11 tomorrow for you to sign up for appointments. We will be putting you in the online system as you call in. But so the appointments for Friday will open up at 10 a.m. as long as those launch. And once we've got those cleaned up and make sure they've launched correctly, then the appointments for Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday will follow shortly after that. So that's all. I think I've hit the times and the frames. Curbside, we are still open 11 to 3. Everything's still 11 to 3. That just is giving us time to clean before and after really well. We will be cleaning as we go along as well, of course. But I will tell you, it's pretty exhausting. And that's some of the reason that we're limiting it to 4 hours right now. We are still on target and still hopeful to host a few classes in June, smaller classes, and then start to add, a few more. I don't think the class size is really going to grow for this year. I think we're going to probably do, 4 to 5 classes of 4 to 5 people for this year. And then at least for the next few months. But we will be adding more options and more things that you can do, and we can do it in small and all spread out, because we do have the 2 tables. We've got multiple irons, and plus when you spread out, you can bring your own iron in too. We've got the multiple plugs on the tables. So we've got a lot of things in place that will help us do small classes. And so, keep watching for that. But are there any questions? Huh? Oh, you want me to show that? Sam wants to be really proud of this.
So I've never done applique or machine quilting, but I made a little placemat, and the letters are appliqued on, and it's quilted, and there's rubber on the back so that it doesn't slip and slide. And it's a little dog mat. And we have the pattern, and the fabric,
And the backing.
and the rubber backing, and
You
the
can
iron
use
on
this on
vinyl.
slippers too, like if you want to make slippers.
It's not bound yet because I haven't done binding, and Michelle hasn't bound it for me yet. But it's almost done.
There's a few threads hanging out that need to be done too. Yeah, she is darling, isn't she? Okay, so any questions that anyone can think of? Okay. So I'm going to sign off, and we'll see you guys soon, whether it's curbside or in the store or just on these live things. We are going to keep doing the live. So live will continue Wednesdays at 3. And we will we'll go from there. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.